The numeric cosmic energy has been heavy for those of us that have been maybe procrastinating or dismissing our intuitive downloads that have been coming through us quite frequently and strong. What we think is a nagging prompt within us to change our ways is really divine intervention or redirection that's helping us to integrate new light codes that recalibrate our systems. You may have noticed that the awakening symptoms are not going away. They are getting stronger and louder each day. The physical discomforts, the financial pitfalls, relationship hiccups, and spiritual despondency are all messages from Spirit to have us pay attention. Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology and the author of Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and The Path of a Wounded Healer. Liberation is for the asking. Since 2016, I have been dedicated to helping people learn and align with their soul life agreement through various services that I offer using Egyptian numerology as my modality. It's been one of the most rewarding occupations that I've become involved in, and it continues to fascinate me and those that I work with. These videos are my attempt to bring to you the numeric energy of the month and how it affects our spiritual journey. The information that I relay to you has been downloaded to me by my guides, and its purpose is to guide us all on how to apply the numeric energy with our universal year to best align with the light that is being sent to us at this time. Our angels and guides know how hard we work on our spiritual journey and how difficult it can be to be human at this time. They're working overtime to send us instructions on how we can best integrate the new energy being distributed to our planet and into our physical systems, or really all of our systems. This month, the energetic pull to shift the quality of our living foundation is directing us to take action. Big or small steps are required to keep us aligned with everything that's coming through. The general assumed four main areas of life include health, finances, relationships, which include our family, and our spiritual practices. These four areas may no longer be your foundation because many people have simplified their lives and times have changed so drastically that we have been required to rebuild our foundation several times in our life, and we will be required to continue to do so. So, when I say foundation, what am I talking about? In general, a personal foundation is something that you build that keeps you grounded daily and includes establishing a sense of peace and order, maintaining optimum health, nurturing integrated relationships, and is centered around aligning your daily needs to inspire your spiritual progress. The collective foundation that we're all accustomed to includes politics, law and order, religious structures, wealth, fame, and power. But today I'm going to be focusing and discussing our personal foundation that we create to form balance in our lives. And because the collective consciousness reflects our individual energy that we project out into the world, it is important that we all start here. April 2026 is an important numeric milestone. Undeniably, the planetary energy has been shifting at a rapid pace And this month points to reflecting and adjusting our values around the foundation that we build to keep our daily lives stable, productive, secure, strong, and protected. Every awakened individual is currently receiving personal instructions on how to readjust their foundation to accommodate more alignment towards inner peace. These instructions are tailored specifically to your soul contract. Although each of us are receiving divine downloads in the form of reminders, meaning that you will recognize these directions because they are embedded in your subconscious and scheduled to release at this time. And you created these promptings previously to help your life path realign with the radical, energetic influx of spiritual growth. We've been receiving instructions or spiritual downloads on how to rebuild our foundation. And this is occurring as intuitive insights, ancient wisdom reminders, chance encounters, numeric signs, symbols, synchronicities, and dream premonitions. They can even come through movies that you watch on television, a YouTube video. It could be a book that you've been putting off and then all of a sudden got the urge to pick up again. Or a book that somebody mentioned and all of a sudden you got tingles and know that that information that's in that book is for you. Anyway, however it comes to be, it is, these are very important to pay attention to right now. Each one of us are at a different plateau of development. And keeping this in mind, our instructions will be tailored to fit our present time awareness, meaning that you won't be given any instructions that doesn't make sense to you. And although each of us are receiving this information through our own personal GPS, the order of initiations will be the same for everyone. I'm speaking of refining the spiritual qualities that foster a higher consciousness, such as willingness, reflection, honesty, humility, forgiveness, self love, ego, maturity, letting go, trust, faith, solitude, connection to source energy, courage, spiritual vision, and also about gaining confidence and cultivating a peace of mind. It is important that you don't become overly concerned about what other people are doing. You need to trust that everyone is receiving their own personal information, and it may not be the same as yours. So let's take a look at the four corners of our personal foundation. The key concept in all four areas is going to be around simplicity. I love that. The first cornerstone is maintaining optimum physical health. Acknowledge your physical body as a sacred vessel or a temple, and we are being instructed to examine how we can simplify our eating habits, which may include learning how to food combine to help purify our physical system, the regulation of assimilation and elimination, fasting, increased water intake, refraining from sugar or processed foods. Some good reference books that I have found helpful in this area are Fit for Life by Harvey and Marilyn Diamond, and An Ancient Secret of the Fountain of Youth by Peter Kelder. These are, there's so many books out there, but these are two that I really love. Again, if you're being directed to make some physical adjustments, listen to your intuition and let it guide you to the perfect solution that is meant just for you. Everyone's system is different, so pay attention to what your body needs right now to adjust to the incoming light codes that are infiltrating through you. It all starts with your physical form and how friendly you are to your body. The next cornerstone is your financial health. Instead of affirming more income, how can you simplify your life to need less? What do you need to make your life comfortable? What do you think you need in order to be comfortable? What can you do without and still be comfortable? And how can you simplify your life in this area? It was so interesting when this information came downloaded through me. This was several months ago, but it's really been highlighted this month. So I was asking myself these questions, and I put myself on a very reasonable budget. And I couldn't believe how difficult it was for me to stay in that budget. I was so used to being influenced, buying products that I thought would be interesting or good for me, but really I can do without. So keep in mind that the more material things that you collect, the more energy you will have to put towards maintenance, which means the more stuff you add to your list of things to do. Now, the third cornerstone is relationships. If you are currently not living in harmony with any or just one of your relationships, then stop and ask yourself, what do I need in my relationships with others to feel safe? How can I eliminate conflict? Am I at peace or war with myself, and in what areas? Am I comfortable with myself or by myself? Can I commit less to others so that I have more time to care for myself? That's a big one for some of you. The fourth area of our foundation is spirituality. Now, a good thing to keep in mind is when we are in alignment with just one of these cornerstones, it does help the other three find balance. Your spiritual practice can be found in the most mundane activities of your daily life. This means that when you are conscious and practicing mindful awareness throughout your day, this is the best spiritual practice that you can accomplish. Choose a few keywords that are important to you and recite them randomly when you are going through your daily activities. So, a few that just recently came up for me is beauty, joy, peace, prosperity, and radiant, vibrant health. Your angels and guides are listening to you and sending you prompts all the time. So pay attention to these and follow their guidance. You may be getting insights on the best time of day to meditate. Start practice deep breathing or getting more rest. It could be that simple. Just remember that whenever you feel like nothing is happening in your life and you are doubting your progress, or maybe you feel like stopping your daily spiritual routine because you're getting bored, know that you are closer to to a breakthrough more than you think at this time. You are the architect and the creator of your foundation. Have fun with this and co create with spirit to become more aligned to the areas of your life that keep you motivated and inspired. Remember to explore, express, and be exhilarated about your life and the changes that are happening in our world right now. I hope this video encourages you to create the balance in your life that is necessary to hold more incoming light. So let me know by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting below. You can learn more about Egyptian numerology on my website at www.egyptiannumerology.org. I encourage you to join me in my mentorship program for more personal instructions on how to hear and follow your intuition and to live aligned with your soul contract. Thank you for joining me. Blessings and namaste.